In April of 2023, a YouTuber named Gaz uploaded a pretty disturbing video on his channel Grizzly Gaz in which he recorded footage of his strange encounter in the woods. His channel mostly featured him camping in some pretty extreme conditions with his French bulldog named Fendi. His videos are usually very wholesome and exciting, however, in this particular video that was not the case. In the video, Gaz along with his dog Fendi went camping in the woods somewhere in the UK. Initially, he showed his viewers how he set up his tent and chopped wood to start a fire. Everything seemed fairly normal up to this point. However, as he started to prepare his dinner, a random stranger in jeans and a coat appeared out of nowhere at his campsite and asked him for a beer and some food, which caused this to happen.
Right, we've got steaks on go now. Bit of ribeye. Pot boiling for some mash. And I've got a visitor. Creeped up behind me asking me if I had a light. I shit me pants. This is Martin anyway.
Hey.
I don't know him, but he's stopping for a steak.
Just some random crate wandering about.
You went round here in a poncho a couple of months ago, were you?
I don't think I was. I could have been. It's possible.
Right, gonna get these cooked up.
Even though the encounter between Gaz and Martin seemed pretty friendly, it's still very scary to suddenly be approached by a random guy in the middle of nowhere. If you listen closely to what he's saying, some of his sentences are a little peculiar, and he appears to slur his words when he talks. While they were enjoying their dinner, Martin mentioned that he was homeless and told Gaz the story about how he had ruined his life with drugs. To make things even more creepy, Gaz mentioned that while they were having dinner, he turned around for a few seconds to chop some more wood to keep the fire going, and when he turned back around, Martin had disappeared.
Oh, that lad, Martin, who creeped up behind me asking for a light. After I fed him, he scurried straight off. I did ask Martin if he's been creeping about in these woods before, but thinking, is he going to come back? The more I think about it, the stranger it gets. I turned round to cut some firewood up, and when I turned back round, he'd gone. I just found that really strange. The fact that he just left has put the EBGBs up me. But I've left my trail camera down there. We'll go back in morning. But my gut were telling me, don't stay there. So I packed up, thrown a load of water on fire. Now I'm making my way out.
After the strange encounter, Gaz finally decided to leave the campsite and head home. He was afraid that the man might come back to rob him. As he had expensive filming equipment with him, there was also the possibility that the man might do something even worse to him. Out of curiosity, Gaz left a trail camera on one of the trees at the campsite to see if the man would return that night. To his surprise, when Gaz went back the next morning, the trail camera had been stolen.
They're just standing there. What do you want? Leave me alone! I know you're there, I see you!
This right here is a YouTuber named Sam who uploaded a terrifying video titled Stealth Van Camping Gone Wrong on his channel The Northwest Wind. For those who are unaware of the term stealth camping, it involves parking a camper van anywhere without paying for parking, from residential neighborhoods to the middle of nowhere. His channel mostly showcases his travels in his camper van, and he frequently uploads videos documenting his stealth camping experiences across the United States. In this particular video, Sam uploaded footage of his stealth camping trip to the woods in Cleveland. While leaving his camper van at a local dog park, he made his way into the woods. He stumbled upon a camping tent that had been completely destroyed, but he decided to keep going. After setting up his tent in the woods, he started cooking dinner on a camping stove. At this point, he saw a couple of people walking by the campsite and mentioned that he was feeling like he was possibly in danger. Despite this, Sam decided to stick it out for the night and kept on recording. As soon as he settled down in his tent to get some sleep, this is when things started to take a turn for the worse.
There's somebody, hang on. I don't know if they could see it or not through the tent. I don't think so. I'm leaning right up against the light, but somebody's walking around out there very close to the tent. Somebody's out there. I don't know if they're coming this way or just walking around out there. I can't tell. Somebody's definitely walking around out there, though. Hang on. I don't want to leave the light on in case they could see in here. Somebody's walking around out there. They're getting closer, too. They're getting closer. Hang on. Hang on.
As the footsteps outside the tent drew closer and closer, Sam wasn't sure if it was an animal or a person. With no other options remaining, he called out to whoever was out there. At first, he didn't get a response, but after calling out about the 6th time, that's when things took a turn for the worse.
I don't like this at all. I'm spooked.
Hello?
I can barely hear them talking. They're whispering. I think there's 2 people. Hang on. They're walking around outside in circles.
Hello?
Hello? All right, I don't like this. Hello? Hello? They're touching my tent. Stop.
They're right outside the tent.
Hello? I'm in here. Hello? Hello? All right, I'm getting the f out of here. Hello? Hello? I don't know what the f this is, but we're getting out of here. Hang on. Okay, they're walking away now. What do you want? I have a knife. Where's my knife? Holy crap, get away. What do you want? Hello, I can't see you. All right, I'm getting out of here. We're getting the hell out of here. Hello? Say something, I see you.
After Sam mentioned that he had a knife on him, the attackers left the campsite. However, as soon as he stepped out of the tent, Sam saw them standing creepily in the middle of the woods.
I don't know which way they went. I think they went this way. I see you. Get away! All right, I'm spooked. I don't like this. Get my headlamp on and we're getting out of here right now. They're just standing there. They're just standing there. What do you want? Leave me alone! They went over that way. I can't see them now. I know you're there. I see you. They collapsed my tent on me and pulled the fly off while I was still in there.
After completely losing it during the unsettling encounter, he decides to leave his tent and return to his van in the park. Unfortunately, this was not the end, as things start to get even more disturbing.
I'm gonna call 911 if you come near me. All right, they're moving again. I don't know, I'm getting out of here. We're going. I'll come back for this some other time. All right, let's get the hell out of here. I'm leaving, don't follow me. All right, this is stay away from me! They're coming behind me. I don't know what they're doing. They're at my campsite. I see them. I see you reflecting off my tent. Leave my shit alone!
Fearing for his life, Sam decides to leave his belongings behind as the attackers steal his things. He quickly tries to run back to his van, but when he turns around, he sees the attackers coming after him.
One of them's following me. One of them's... I just ate. I'm toast. Okay, oh, they're coming. Leave me alone! I hear them coming. I can't see the shadow. Here's a path. Okay, get me there. I'm recording all of this. Get away from me! Hang on, is this still recording? Is it still recording? Is it still recording? Right at the edge of the wood line. It's about 150 yards away. Hang on. You see that? I see you! I can see you! Oh, it's getting bigger. It's getting bigger. All right, let's get the out of here. I don't know if they're like after me or something, or what the happening. We're getting the here. It's getting bigger. They're coming this way. Holy I don't like this. I'm calling the police. Okay. This is okay. All right, we're getting out of here.
After running for his life, Sam finally made it back to his van safely. He immediately drove home and gave his viewers a detailed update on everything that happened. It remains a mystery who the two guys who chased and attacked him were, and what their motives were. However, when Sam went back to his tent the next morning, he found out that the attackers didn't end up stealing his stuff. It's clear that robbing the campsite wasn't their main motive. We can't really tell what would have happened to Sam if he hadn't decided to abandon his campsite and run to his van.
Trying to register what the hell just happened, who was that, what did they want, what were their intentions, and all I could think about is they were probably planning on robbing, but I'm not feeling so safe.
This right here is a YouTuber named Lisa who uploaded a pretty disturbing video titled "Just Experienced My Very First Creepy Encounter" on her channel Asleep 5 Decades. Her channel mostly features her daily life as she travels across North America living out of a camper van. She frequently records footage of the various forests and places where she stays overnight, as well as her journeys to those locations in her camper van. In her videos, Lisa is usually very entertaining and informative. However, in this particular video, that was far from the truth. At around 4:30 in the morning, Lisa was sleeping in her van when she woke up to the sound of knocking right next to her ear and realized that someone was outside. She feared for her life and called out to whoever was outside. Finally, the knocking stopped, but about 15 minutes later, she heard footsteps coming back and decided to record this disturbing encounter.
Somebody's back here again. I hear footprints. Hello? How can I help you? It's 4:30 in the morning. I don't feel safe. Who are you?
After the strange interaction, Lisa quietly crept to the front of her van to check outside. To her surprise, she noticed the headlights of a car in the distance. As the car began to back away, Lisa turned the camera towards herself to update her viewers on the disturbing encounter. This is when she heard footsteps approaching her van once more.
Trying to register what the hell just happened. Who was that? What did they want? What were their intentions? And all I could think about is they were probably planning on robbing what was ever inside the van. So I just kind of like went back to sleep. I just don't even know what to make of it. Like what were they thinking? I hear footprints. Hear that? Yeah, somebody was just here again 3 times now. The 3rd time I looked out, they were walking on foot. I seen them walking and they hid behind a tree there, and then they went to a car, the same car that was here earlier. Well, that was back, and then it backed away and left again 3 times in one night. This time, they didn't knock though. They were just walking around. I could hear them walking around the van. But I'm not feeling so safe. Like I'm just feeling like, I don't know.
Fortunately for Lisa, the footsteps and knocking eventually stopped, allowing her to spend the rest of the night inside the van. The next morning, she stepped outside her van and was startled to discover footprints all around her.
So I come out this morning and you can see footprints. Look at this one. This is mine. I'll show you. There's mine. Somebody spilled 2 of my water bottles right there, but I don't know why. These are like literally footprints. I never go there. Look at that. They came here, they were standing here. Like, this worries me. Like, oh my God. Yeah, this has me really concerned.
The stalker's true motives still remain a mystery, especially since they returned multiple times despite being confronted. Many comments on her video also state that if the man had intended to rob her van, he would not have come back 3 different times. This strange behavior suggests that the stalker had far more sinister intentions lurking beneath those disturbing footsteps.